BBC 7 News at 6.
Nurses at Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center in Bangor are planning to strike. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. The one-day strike is scheduled to happen on March 23rd. A statement from EMMC nurses who are represented by the Maine State Nurses Association and National Nurses Organizing Committee says they have been bargaining for a new contract since July 2025 with little or no movement on key issues. The statement says their contract expired last September. It also says unresolved bargaining issues include ensuring safe nurse-to-patient ratios, protecting nurses' health insurance benefits from potentially exorbitant increases, ensuring all nurses receive the same benefits, and ending EMMC pay discrimination against women's healthcare nurses. A statement from Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center, President Ava Collins says, quote, "The medical center provided the union a very strong offer that recognizes and supports our nurses with direct investments in very competitive wages, benefits, and training, and continues to support high-quality care for our patients. We believe our nurses should have the opportunity to review and vote on this offer prior to the union carrying out a strike on the medical center," end quote. Collins says they will have temporary replacement nurses during the strike, so care will not be disrupted. In other news, a Connecticut man was arrested in Washington County today after he allegedly assaulted a federal officer and grabbed for his firearm. According to a criminal complaint, 29-year-old Devin Bishop allegedly drove at a high rate of speed across the bridge from Campobello Island and into the U.S. According to the complaint, a U.S. Customs and Border Patrol officer pursued Bishop, who got out of his vehicle in Lubec. The records say he forcibly assaulted and resisted the officer when the officer attempted to arrest him and allegedly grabbed for the officer's gun. During the struggle, the gun discharged, but no one was injured. According to the complaint, the officer was eventually able to take Bishop into custody with the help of a passing motorist. He is charged with assaulting a federal officer and failing to report his arrival. Well, it is no surprise the latest survey found a spike in oil prices in Maine. Prices jumped from a statewide average of $3.94 a gallon on March 2nd to $4.83 a gallon on March 9th. That's an increase of 89 cents, according to the Maine Department of Energy Resources. Kerosene prices reached $5.80 a gallon on Monday. Acting Commissioner of the Maine Department of Energy Resources, Dan Burgess, says financial assistance for home heating is still available through the Home Energy Assistance Program, which is administered by Maine Housing. Applications from eligible households are accepted through May, and approved applicants can apply any benefits they receive to upcoming costs. Well, if you're looking for a new set of wheels, local law enforcement says you shouldn't go to Casco Bay Classic Cars in VZ. That's because they say it doesn't actually exist and is a scam. Our Kelly Warren has the details.
According to my directions, I'm here at Casco Bay Classic Car Sales at 1012 School Street in VZ. Not a single car in sight.
There is no classic car dealership here in VZ.
VZ police are investigating Casco Bay Classic Cars. Their website says they're located in VZ. Their Facebook says they're in Portland, and their website is registered to a company in Hong Kong.
This is not a legitimate company. It is not in VZ. It is an attempt to commit fraud or theft by deception.
VZ Police Sergeant Chad Young says they've received 6 complaints about the fraudulent dealership, and at least one person has lost tens of thousands to the scam.
From what I saw, the price ranged $20,000 to $40,000.
VZ Police already took down the site once before. It came back with a slightly different URL. The website alleges that the dealership has been around for 15 years, but Young says there's been no classic car dealer in VZ in the 6 years he's worked at the department. Furthermore, he says the phone number attached to the website is not from VZ. It's an internet phone number, which can be generated online.
Hey, thanks for calling Casco Bay Classic Cars.
The calls go to voicemail, even during their alleged business hours.
Hello, it's Nick with Casco Bay Classic Cars. We're currently unavailable to take your call.
Young says that not only is the dealership not real, the cars likely aren't either. He says they're likely AI-generated images. The VZ Police Department is working with federal investigators to return money to that scam victim and hopefully get the website shut down. If you've been a victim of an online scam, Young advises contacting the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center.
Make sure and do your research and make sure that the people you're looking to interact with are legitimate.
In VZ, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Maine Forest Service is trying to find the people responsible for dumping trash in a stream. The trash was found in Matagotus Stream off Route 169 in Prentice Township. That's an unorganized area in northern Penobscot County near Springfield. Forest rangers have been going through the debris with hopes of finding items that will identify the culprit. Numerous large bags of trash were left scattered around the area and in the water. Please contact Bangor Regional Communications Center at 973-3700 if you have any information that will help in that investigation. Well, as the temperature rises, so does the number of potholes we're seeing. Our Alex Schley has more on what you can expect before hitting the road this spring.
Changing temperatures in Maine can only mean one thing. Pothole season is back. And according to AAA, thanks to this winter's above-average snowfall, drivers across New England are experiencing a bumpier ride than usual.
You know, I hit one yesterday that I thought I blew my left tire out.
Potholes form when water seeps into small cracks in the road surface. When temperatures drop, that water freezes and expands, forcing the pavement apart and weakening the roadway.
When the water gets in there, it pushes it apart, deteriorates the asphalt, and when the snow melts or when it rains, there's the water.
Bangor Public Works Director says crews have already been busy trying to stay ahead of the problem.
They're out patching potholes right now.
But this time of year, those fixes are only temporary. Experts say crews are limited to using what they call cold patches until asphalt plants reopen later this spring.
The end of April, 1st of May, they'll open the hot top plants and they'll have good hot mix so we can patch it and be done with it for the summer.
Until then, officials say they welcome people to report problem areas and do what they can to avoid them. Anytime you see standing water in the roadway, officials say assume there could be a pothole underneath.
That's where they develop. And the more people drive through that, it just works it to a bigger, a deeper hole.
Spring is just around the corner, but drivers should expect a few more bumps in the road before crews can make permanent repairs. In Bangor, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Got to avoid them if you can. Well, today's cooler temperatures didn't stop ice cream lovers from scooping up the first taste of spring at Giffords here in Bangor. The family-owned ice cream shop officially opened for the season today, and despite the chill in the air, customers were lining up for a sweet start to the spring. In addition to the classic flavors Giffords is known for, customers can also expect some new treats this season, both in the store and at the stand. And coming soon, getting your favorite scoop could be even easier. Starting next week, Giffords plans to begin offering DoorDash, giving customers a way to satisfy their sweet tooth without even leaving home. Vice President Stacy Gifford says opening day is always a big moment and a sure sign that spring is finally on the way.
It's always a sign of spring, no matter where you are in New England. We're hardy. We did a pop-up a few weeks ago, and they were in the snow, still getting ice cream. It's happiness, and it makes you think that warmer weather's coming. So everybody looks forward to opening day at Giffords every year. It's always a big deal for us.
The Giffords location in Waterville is set to open next Friday, March 20th, followed by the Skowhegan location on April 3rd. We'll take any signs of spring we can possibly get, especially ones as delicious as that. Alrighty, folks, speaking of the outdoors, let's go ahead and pause now for a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth, thank you. Happy Friday. Let's start here. This is a winter weather advisory for tonight through about midday tomorrow. For snow tonight into tomorrow as well. Most likely a 2 to 4 inch snowfall in here and turning windy as well. Up there today, clouds are increasing out there now. The snow is not too far behind. And quite a system just to the west of us currently, all sliding in our direction for tonight into tomorrow. We'll mix it with some rain tomorrow, though, as highs reach for above freezing throughout throughout the afternoon, but overall probably a 2 to 4 inch snowfall tonight into tomorrow morning. Let's walk you through it. So tonight, increasing clouds, snow by daybreak tomorrow, then off and on snow and some rain showers throughout the day tomorrow into tomorrow night as well. In fact, then more behind that probably for Sunday into Monday. So a wet stretch of weather for us going forward. Temperature-wise, above freezing for highs today, likely above freezing for highs tomorrow as well. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is clouding over, rain and snow late with low temperatures down near freezing. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
Jeff, thank you so much. And coming up on ABC 7 News at 6, the sweetness of maple syrup can cut through any drowsy March weather. And that's exactly what one University of Maine team is doing. Our Doug Banks spoke with them about their operations and how they're preparing for next week's Maine Maple Sunday weekend. Stay tuned.
If you're a licensed technician and ready to get back to work or make the switch to a rewarding career, then look no further, because Ray Plumbing and Heating is hiring and ready to add you to their family today. For more information, visit rayplumbing.com.
You heard it was a hit. You heard it was a smash. A wonder. A phenomenon. An international sensation. But you haven't heard them.
March 16 at the Cross Insurance Center. Get your tickets today.
I'm Jonathan Bush. I've made my career disrupting the status quo, creating jobs, and helping people achieve their American dream.
Jonathan Bush. He's a veteran, a conservative leader, and Maine job creator.
Maine needs big change. State spending is out of control. We need to audit Augusta, reduce waste, cut income and property taxes. I will shake up Augusta. I'm Jonathan Bush. I look forward to earning your vote.
What matters more? A bank with innovative products or one that cares for the community? At Bangor Savings Bank, we think it's both, because our innovation helps customers build stronger credit, earn rewards when shopping local, give teens independence and financial experience, and simplify business with local solutions. So what matters more? You.
If you're a licensed technician and ready to get back to work or make the switch to a rewarding career, then look no further, because Ray Plumbing and Heating is hiring and ready to add you to their family today. For more information, visit rayplumbing.com.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
If you ever wondered what it's like to make maple syrup, well, you've come to the right place. Thank you for joining us. Doug Banks here. I'm joined by Keith Canody, the manager of University Forests for the University of Maine. Thank you for taking the time.
You're welcome.
Well, tell us where we're at right now and what the operation is like.
So we're at the University Forest at the University of Maine in Old Town, and we're in the University Forest Sugar House. And this is where we, every spring, with the students and others, we make maple syrup. We've got about 350 trees that we tap here at the university, and which is a small operation, but it's nice to have, and it's a good community thing, and it involves the students.
So I'm sure it's not the most simple process in the world, but can you tell me how you make maple syrup?
Sure, yeah, it actually is a fairly simple process. In the spring, when the ground starts to thaw out, the days start to get warm, sap starts to run in the maple trees, and that sap contains a little bit of sugar. And all we do to collect sap is we drill a hole in the tree, and sap comes out of that hole. We gather it up and then boil it to remove water and concentrate the sugars in that sap. The process has been done for thousands of years, and we just sort of continue that on. So the key is having that warm spring weather, cold nights, warm days, gather the sap up, boil it down, remove the water, and that's what you do to make maple syrup.
Why do you guys make maple syrup?
So our mission at the university is research, education, and demonstration, so that's sort of why we're here. So we're all sort of focused around that. So we have students that work for us and learned a little bit about the maple syrup process. It's also a nice community thing. We bring school groups by, and they can see how we make maple syrup. those sorts of things. We have researchers that come by occasionally, need syrup samples for testing or things like that. So we have that available. Some classes use the sap and the syrup in some of their projects, so just satisfying that mission. Plus, it's a fun and interesting thing to do at the university. It's a nice thing to do during mud season in the spring. You know, people on campus like to come out and see what we're doing, and it's a fun thing to do in the spring.
Now, it's a big weekend coming up, Maine Maple Weekend. What are you guys doing for that weekend?
Right. So we'll be here for Maine Maple Weekend, about 10 to 2 typically, and we'll put the sign out, and folks are welcome to come by, see the sugar house, have a taste of maple syrup, get an understanding of the process and how it works. And you know, sugar houses all over the state will be open at that time. So you know, encourage you to go out and support people and visit the sugar house at Maine Maple Sunday.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking the time for having us here. It's only kind of a couple feet wide building. It's not very big, but what comes out of here is truly fascinating. Thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back after the break.
Be back in a bit. Try not to burn the house down.
Well, guess it's a good thing we got AAA.
Even if the sky is falling, AAA Home and Auto Insurance has you covered. AAA, we're always with you.
Maine's rivers, our lakes, our life-giving wells. To ensure that our water supply remains clean and safe, Senator Susan Collins is leading the fight to protect this vital resource. She delivered millions to upgrade Maine's drinking water and wastewater infrastructure, keeping the quality of water as precious as Maine itself. So raise a glass and thank Senator Susan Collins for her leadership that goes beyond politics.
Here at Twin City Tire and Service, you will be working with industry professionals. We have ASE certified master technicians and certified tire and lube technicians. If we need your vehicle for a duration of time, we offer a complimentary shuttle service and can even offer a loaner vehicle. Being a client at Twin City Tire and Service means that we will treat you right. This includes a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on mechanical repairs. We also provide you with 1 year of complimentary roadside assistance. Come see us today at Twin City Tire and Service in Brewer.
I'm Barry Higgins from Maple Lane Farm. We have our own beef herd here. We're on about 800 head, and it's raised right here on the farm. And we go direct to the consumer. No middleman, all natural, good old-fashioned Maine beef. Our quality is unbeatable. We have specials on Facebook every week. We guarantee our product 100%, whether it be beef, pork, or chicken. And we have a small selection of lamb also.
Maple Lane Farm, a candy store for a carnivore.
ABC 7 and Fox 22's Jack Webb named Maine's Sportscaster of the Year by the National Sports Media Association.
Welcome back in, folks. Max Sturm here, live from my old stomping grounds in Vermont, more specifically the Patrick Memorial Gymnasium here at the University of Vermont in Burlington. Man, it feels so good to be back in Vermont, and for good reason too, as the America East Women's Basketball Conference Championship is about to take place between #1 University of Vermont and #2 University of Maine, a matchup that just seems destined with how these two teams have been playing as of late, and also throughout the entire season. They have been the two best teams. They deserve to be here. Both teams have been battle tested in the playoffs up until this point. Vermont's path here started with a 55-40 win over Albany in the quarterfinal, and then a 68-65 double overtime win over UMBC in the semifinal. Take a look at Maine's path up until this point, a 77-58 win over New Hampshire in the quarterfinal, and then a 68-56 win over Binghamton in the semifinal. So both teams with very close semifinal games, and they played each other close in the 2 games they played this year, split series, and I think that's what it's going to be again, because when you look back at this, January 15th, Vermont got the win 64-53 up in Orono, and then on February 5th, Maine won 55-46 here in Burlington. And this one, like I said, I think it's going to be close, and it's going to come down to the two players to watch in this game. And for me, for Vermont, it's Nicola Parid, the Defensive Player of the Year in the America East Conference. She'll lock up anybody, and she'll score on top of that, averaging almost 18 points per game. And then for Maine, it's Adriana Smith, the Player of the Year in the America East Conference, averaging almost 23 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. The only player to have those numbers in the country. That's just insane from her. It should be an awesome, awesome matchup. We'll have more on this matchup and Maine hockey's matchup with Boston College in the Hockey East quarterfinals later tonight at 10 and 11 on Fox 22 and ABC 7. But for right now, that's all the time we have for sports. Here's your full 5-day forecast.
All right, thank you, Silva's Towing in Old Town, serving Penobscot County and beyond. All right, talking weather out there for us going forward. We have rain and snow back in the forecast for us for tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. There could be a 2 to 4 inch snowfall overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. And then rain and snow kind of continuing off and on throughout the day tomorrow, followed by sunshine back in the forecast on Sunday. And then warmer temperatures, 50s are back in the forecast through many days next week and beyond. Okay, today, no 50s for you, 37 here in Bangor, 34 Millinocket. We'll take it a bit below average, average high about 40. Most of us are below that today. We'll get closer though tomorrow into probably Sunday as well. As the seasons are fighting now, the cold stuff is right there. The really cold stuff is right there. Meanwhile, spring has sprung across the south with 70s and 80s there. Overall though, these fuels a storm, and we have one of those across the Midwest and Great Lakes right now. The wind out there today basically out of the west around 5 miles per hour. It's going to pick up though tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. There is a gale watch out there for sure. Also in here is a winter weather advisory for snow tonight into tomorrow morning. Likely a 2 to 4 inch snowfall across the area, and then it'll change over to rain tomorrow. So again, not a huge snow, but again, it's enough probably make it a bit slippery by tomorrow morning. Again, tomorrow though is Saturday morning. Okay, so the waves out there now looking pretty good, 2 feet just offshore, but they're going to increase tonight and throughout the day tomorrow as we have an intense low coming our way. It's going to kick up the wind for sure. All right, snow mounts out there on the ground currently. We've melted a lot of snow, but we're going to add to this tonight basically a 2 to 4 inch snowfall area wide, except right along coastal down east areas this evening. Let's see mostly rain tonight. All right, so the clouds are increasing out there now, and by probably sunrise tomorrow morning, likely snow in the area. Then we have to get through all of this tomorrow into tomorrow night, and then another one behind that basically for us probably getting in here later on Sunday to Monday. So snow showers later tonight, snow showers tomorrow morning, then mixing with some rain showers throughout the day tomorrow, but generally we're going to keep some drizzle, light rain, light snow in the area until later on tomorrow night and probably more likely Sunday morning. We clear out Sunday, followed by our next system is right there, and that one's likely going to bring us some more rain, most likely probably later Monday into Tuesday, and this could be a soaking rainfall getting in here Monday and Tuesday of next week. Our forecast though for tonight though is snow showers out there after midnight. Look for low temperatures down near 29 and a south wind around 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, rain and snow showers out there changing to all rain. Highs near 40 tomorrow. We're going to melt some snow with that east wind gusting near 25 throughout the day. Then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows that rain snow likely tomorrow. A break in the action Sunday, high of 40. Look at Monday and Tuesday. Rain showers in the area with high temperatures back in the 50s, but then a cold front comes through Tuesday night with a high Wednesday of only 30 with lows in the teens.
Jeff, thank you so much. We'll be right back after the break.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
Main traditions you gotta do. Catch a sunrise from atop Cadillac Mountain, dig into baked beans at a community supper, and visit the Eastern Maine Sportsman Show. Make plans now for the 86th Eastern Maine Sportsman Show at the University of Maine in Orono, March 20th to 22nd. Come see all kinds of exhibitors and programs, from archery to fly tying to hunting to fishing. Everything you need to enjoy Maine and the outdoors is at the Eastern Maine Sportsman Show, March 20th to 22nd at the University of Maine in Orono. Make it your...
Did you hear about SHIELD, that test for colon cancer?
No, what?
It's just a blood test.
No.
Exactly.
So I don't have to spend time doing all that other stuff?
Nope. No
Bring it back.
No. Shield is for people 45 plus at average risk, not high risk for colon cancer. Ask your doctor about FDA-approved Shield. From the company trusted in blood tests for cancer for over a decade.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% APR available, or save up to $1,500.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Paramount Paving, Maine's go-to for all your paving and seal coating. Paramount Paving offers commercial and residential paving and seal coating services throughout eastern and central Maine. Give us a call for a free estimate today. Paramount Paving. When it comes to paving, we are Paramount.
A polar plunge for a good cause. Today, first responders charged into the frigid Belfast Harbor water in support of Maine's Special Olympic athletes. Our Doug Banks has the story.
Maine water is cold in the summertime, so you can imagine what it's like this time of year.
On Friday in Belfast, the cold was contagious as members from the city's police and fire departments participated in the 4th annual Law Enforcement Torch Run Polar Plunge for Maine's Special Olympics.
We have a bus take all the firefighters and officers down here. We jump into the icy water and try to raise some money for the athletes.
Oh, I love watching the first responders run into the water because not only do they protect and save us, but they also show compassion and love for everybody.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my goodness.
As much as the sun's out and it seems like a beautiful day, yeah, that water was icy cold.
Friday morning's Icy Endeavor supports Special Olympics Maine in its 100-plus yearly competitions, approximately 5,000 athletes in 22 program sporting events.
And that helps athletes compete in the games because there is a fee for them to participate, and so all the funds raised helps them become Special Olympic athletes.
Chief Cormier says they've raised $3,500 for the athletes.
It helps us Special Olympics get everything that we need for our fun time. We're glad that they're helping us out.
The 2026 State Summer Games begin on June 5th at the University of Maine.
It's actually amazing having everybody turn out because it gives more acknowledgement of Special Olympics and what they do.
In Belfast, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, the Bangor Library is hosting a community art project that will see individually painted canvas squares eventually become a new community flag. Artists from the community can come in for a workshop tomorrow afternoon at the library where they can paint their own square. Once the workshop is over, whatever squares remain unpainted will then be used for a make and take craft where you can take a square with you and then bring it back when you're done.
Maine in general, but Bangor too, like there's such a vibrant arts community here and so many creative folks. We do a lot of arts programming here at the library and it's very popular. So I think that our flag is going to be really beautiful.
Once all the squares are crafted, they will need to be sewn together. The deadline to finish the flag is May 1st. The flag will hang in the library gallery for at least 2 months. And a local business that sends culinary snapshots of Maine all over the world gave away some of the state's iconic sweet treats today. Box of Maine was jammed with customers as they were giving away free whoopie pies. Customers were able to grab 1 whoopie pie apiece in the hopes of them making a purchase. Then 50% of those proceeds would go to local charity Courageous Steps. In addition, 10% of the proceeds for the whole month will also go to that organization.
It's great to see a lot of foot traffic and people come in to support our mission to give back and to partner up with other people in the community. Yeah.
And it's nice to be part of the community and to give back to the community. I mean, it just what goes around comes around, right?
Yeah.
According to their website, Courageous Steps is an organization that supports children and adults of all abilities to help ensure their success at school and in life. Looks like a win-win happening right there. Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great rest of your night.
Tonight, the U.S. on high alert after the attack on a Michigan synagogue and Iran vowing to